And today from Fenway, the Red Sox can take the series from Baltimore. Last night powered by Rick Porcello and 3 more home runs. The Sox went up 2-1 with a big hand from the bullpen. Hi, everybody. Great to have you with us on this Sunday. I'm Dave O'Brien. My partner is the Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley. Garen Austin along in just a couple of moments. And Eck, last night the bullpen was exceptional. 3 perfect innings. And really the most dynamic effort was Joe Kelly in the 7th. Joe
Kelly's been dynamic the whole season. There was a point when he came in every time with the bases loaded, getting out of jams and doing the job. But last night, to me, what's been outstanding is the fact that it's not just about the big arm anymore. Everybody knows about the 100 miles an hour. But you know, the one game he goes out and gets a save on 5 pitches. Well, last night he went to this changeup. That, to me, is the biggest difference with Joe Kelly. You know, he knows everybody's sitting on 100, and he comes out to last night with 2 changeups, making 2 big outs for him. So, you know, what he's done this season, we were hoping that he would turn into this. I think he's found his niche. He had his time as a starter, but this is him. I think this is at his best. We're seeing him as a reliever, and they need him most as a reliever, whether it's the 7th, 8th, or 9th, whatever. He's done the job.
Still throwing 100 miles an hour. That changeup absolutely deadly, as you mentioned. He's available. Everybody is today. Red Sox trying to take the series 3-1 and then move on to take on the Tampa Bay Rays. Power last night. Red Sox with 3 home runs. Another one for Mookie Betts. We'll see if it continues here this afternoon. Sox and the Orioles coming your way in a moment. Of Major League Baseball and the Red Sox. Your New England Audi dealers, get behind the wheel of the Audi you've always wanted. Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you? Citizens Bank. Visit citizensbank.com. Telescope Casual Furniture for your outdoor furniture needs. Take a closer look at telescopecasual.com. And by Southwest Airlines. Low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Left-hander Eduardo Rodriguez with the ball. He's 3-1 with a 4.68 ERA. Here's a look at the Oriole lineup he will try and beat today for the 2nd time this year. Trey Mancini's at first base today with Adam Jones in center. Manny Machado at shortstop. Scope at second base. Trumbo the DH. Danny Valencia at third. Joey Rickard in right field. Andrew Susac does the catching. Craig Gentry is the left fielder, number 9 hitter against the Red Sox starter. Presented by New England Audi dealers. Rodriguez beating Baltimore 7-3 right here back in April.
Yeah, the Red Sox defense is brought to you by Southwest Airlines. The Red Sox are 5th in the league, 22 errors in 46 games. Around the infield, Devers at third. Brock Holt playing short today. Eduardo Nunez playing second. Mitch Moreland at first. Out in the outfield, Andrew Benintendi in left. Jackie Bradley Jr. in center. Mookie Betts in right. Behind the plate, Christian Vasquez catching Eduardo Rodriguez.
Umpires today brought to you by Toyota's website for deals, buyatoyota.com. That's a young umpire behind the plate, Nick Lentz. Alfonso Marquez, Lance Barrett, Bill Welke are the veterans on the bases. We're available. This telecast can be heard in Spanish by selecting the SAP button on your TV remote. SAP presented by Toyota. Visit Compare2Toyota.com to see Toyota deals not seen on TV. Very warm day here today. Just delightful. 76 degrees. Isolated thunderstorms in the forecast later today. With the red glove, Rodriguez delivers ball one, and we're underway. Mancini 259 with 6 home runs. Adam Jones on deck.
Be nice to see Erod get back on the beam again. Not that he had a bad outing against the A's, but the outing before that was as good as we've seen. Only going 5 innings against the Yankees due to the rain delay, but he looked as good as he's ever looked against the Yankees.
Gave up 1 hit. That's a strike.
Just bringing it against the Yankees. As good a fastball as I've ever seen from him.
He felt that way too. He retired the first 12 batters he faced in New York. He likes that stage. Here's the 2-1. So the Sox coming in, the most wins in the majors, 31-15 as they wrap up the homestand. Red Sox have been a very good daytime team as well. 11-3 in day games and 7-1 at Fenway in the daytime. Up the middle, but Nunez there for the stop and a fast out. 1 gone. Jones coming up. Now Eduardo taking his first loss in 2018. Last time out against Oakland, went 5 innings, gave up 3 runs. He is 4-5 lifetime against the Orioles with a 4.35 ERA, but again 1 win against them this year.
You know, he's featured everything this year, not just 2-pitch pitcher with the fastball changeup. A lot more cutters, in and out. You know, he has a tendency to just take counts full. You know, he picks a little bit too much sometimes. Last time out, he didn't walk anybody. You know, they foul balls off on him a lot. You know, it's amazing how the pitch count always seems to get up with him.
Doesn't get an awful lot of foul balls.
Yeah, he does. It's like he's always at close to 100 pitches after 5 innings.
Jones 257. He's hit 7 home runs. Did have a recent 11-game hitting streak. Played in over 1,500 games as an Oriole. Checked his swing and it's in.
See, he used that backdoor cutter, took a little bit off for a strike. Then that's the hard cutter. I kind of like that little slider off speed, hard cutter. He's always got that changeup and that easy cheese.
And a 2-1. Missing downstairs. A day you figure you could warm up in a hurry to get it up into the upper 90s.
See if he challenges him here, right here. Oh, back door. Yeah, fastball. Go get him.
On 1 hop, that'll get through Devers. He slowed it down a bit. It'll roll into left field. And Jones is aboard here with 1 down.
Ball was sharply hit there by Jones. Didn't look like a perfect hop either to Devers. You have to see it again. This fastball coming inside. He gets on top of it. Ball was hit fairly square, but the hop just sort of came up on Devers. Couldn't get a glove on it. Slowed it down a little bit.
That'll be a base hit. And bring up Manny Machado. .347, 14 homers, 42 runs batted in. Mookie Betts has gone past him now in the home run category after number 15 last night. So Rodriguez to go from the set.
Well, he's handled Machado pretty well, considering one of the better players in the game. 6 for 28.
Three-man shift on the left side. Nunez, Holt, and Devers. And the 0-1. That's a strike.
Man, back-to-back paint. You don't have to throw at 95. You could just dot it at 92. That looks like a high fastball sign.
0-2 coming, and a high fly foul. That'll be out of play.
So much for the multiple signs. We saw that up until last night, right? Now, early on here, we don't see it anymore.
And we've been seeing it without a runner at second base.
Right.
0-2 on Machado.
Nothing but hard stuff so far here to Machado. When he gets up there with that open stance, you think he can't reach that outside corner.
But he can.
But he can.
He had 37 hits in April. That set a career high for him in any month. Got off to an outstanding start. The 1-2. Jonathan Scope on deck. Baltimore 16.5 games out at 14-31. Did not get the call there. Now 3-2.
Yeah, that outside corner is there for the taking. He just barely misses here on a cutter. Little backdoor cutter, just didn't get there. A little late.
Jones off the bag at first, one away. 3-2 and popped him up into right field. Mookie Betts approaching. So Machado is done. 2 down.
We'll see how he went about this. You know, down and away twice on, you know, not his best fastball, 93, 92, but identical spot. Then he tries to go upstairs. He chases, fouls it off. Another one upstairs he takes. Tries to get in there. Strike 3 was waiting for him. Backdoor cutter, didn't get it. And then he throws him a changeup and gets a pop-up. Thank you.
Amica Insurance, great service, great coverage, and a great price for auto, home, and life insurance. 2 away, Scope the batter, just 236, 4 home runs for their all-star second baseman. He is 6 for 22 against Rodriguez with a home run. And the 0-1. And Rodriguez start when he beat Baltimore 7-3 here in April. He went 6, gave up 5 hits, 1 run. It was just his second start of the year. Fly ball on his horse, Jackie Bradley, but he is there shy of the triangle to make that catch and retire the side. 1 man left, and the Red Sox coming up. He's a rookie making his second major league start today. He won the first one. Made his big league debut in game 1 of a doubleheader on May 12th and beat Tampa Bay 6-3. 6 feet 220, 24 years old. Mookie, very first pitch, and he flares a foul for strike 1.
I see where he threw a lot of strikes in that last of his appearance, his first big league debut against Tampa Bay. Fastball, breaking ball, low 90s fastball. We'll see what his breaking ball looks like.
He's got a curve and a slider.
Is that
Mookie Betts striking again last night, number 15.
It's that high fastball that he gets on top of, which is unique.
Pop this up right around home plate. Susac flipping the gear and makes the play. He battled it a bit. Junior Announcer Day. Here's Danny from Charlestown with the Red Sox lineup, brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com.
Thanks, Mr. O'Brien. Leading off the Red Sox, right field Mookie Betts. In left field, Andrew Benintendi. At first base, Mitch Moreland. Batting fourth in the DH, JD Martinez. At third base, Rafael Devers. The second baseman, Eduardo Nunez. At shortstop, Brock Holt. The catcher, Kristen Vasquez. And batting ninth in center field, Jackie Bradley Jr.
Danny, thank you very much, buddy. Benintendi, 275, 4 homers, a blast last night into the bullpen. So he's homered twice on this homestand. 1-1 from Hess. Benintendi was interviewed after the game, not just by Guerin, but by his good pal Brock Holt in the start of the game segment. The 2-1 and a routine ground ball at Scope. 2 up and 2 down.
Let's take a look at the Orioles defense today. They are second to last in the American League, 34 errors in 45 games. Around the infield, Danny Valencia at third, Chado at short, Scope at second. Trey Mancini goes to first base today, and out in the outfield, Craig Gentry in left, Adam Jones in center, Joey Rickard in right behind the plate, Andrew Susac catching David Hess.
Sends up Mitch Moreland at 319, 6 homers, 21 driven home. Hitting .385 in his last 12 games. I thought Brock Holt did a pretty good job in that interview segment.
He did.
You know, we're not going to compensate him for that. There is no payment for that. There was nothing negotiated in advance, but he did a really nice job.
Well, he's the one out of the two that isn't shy. You're right.
That's for
Benny
sure.
seems shy, and Brock is not at all.
No, he's not. It's going to be a fast inning for Hess. Pop up and 2 groundouts, and that's it for the Red Sox. Season ticket plans provide fans with the best seats, price, and benefits the Sox have to offer. For more information, visit redsox.com/season tickets or call 877 Red Sox 9. Plans start at 10 games and are available right now. No score after 1. Trumbo, Valencia, and Rickard up against the left-hander Rodriguez. Trumbo with just the 1 home run so far. Very slow start for him. A guy who hit 47 2 years ago, but dropped down to 23 last year. On the topic of home runs, Atlanta has cut loose Jose Bautista.
Yeah, not surprising. But at the same time, though, I thought that somebody would give him a shot, and then they waited a long time, and they put him at third base of all places.
Yeah, and he didn't hit.
But those young players are playing so well. They said, "Wow, we really need him."
No, they really don't. That one scalded up the middle. It almost got Erod. Almost took him with it. Let's go down to Guerin.
Hi, OV. Hi, Eck. Well, whenever you ask anyone about Mookie Betts, all they say is, I don't even know what to say anymore. He's off to such an incredible start. I've got a fun story on him. Also, today I caught up with Rafael Devers, and we talked about his season and some areas that he would still like to improve on. And you guys mentioned it yesterday. Today is Red Sox Beachwear Travel Day. Hanley was out here earlier in his outfit. And we talked to some of the guys in the clubhouse. They are very excited about this, and we'll tell you who the winner of the contest is already. And guys, I didn't know what Brock was doing last night, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was. I like that, and that might be a regular thing, right? Bring Brock Holt over.
Bring Brock in
for the Brock segment and have him interview players and ask questions and maybe embarrass some of his teammates on occasion with some inside information. Valencia with a flare. Jackie started back, but Ani comes to make the catch. Fast out there. Rickard up next.
I'll tell you what, if you can't have fun the way the Red Sox are playing, you're never going to have fun.
Yes.
This game's tough enough.
And have so much fun together, you guys. I think they need their own show.
Well, I mean, that pretty much turned into it last night, didn't it? I mean,
what? They chopped their hair off. You know, that's, to me, that's disappointing. They both had it going on. Especially, to me, Benintendi had some of the best moss I've seen, right? And he just says, forget about it.
And you are an authority on moss.
Right. I mean, I thought he had it going on.
Rickard stepping in at 294 with 2 home runs. I remember last year he said, when he had the long hair, he said, well, my mom's in town, so I'm going to have to cut it.
They didn't like it, huh?
I don't think she liked it as long as it was last year. Trumbo on at first with 1 down and dropped in there for a strike. 84 miles an hour. You know, when you were playing, a lot of guys wore it that way, right?
Yeah, but you know, but now you see it out of hand. I mean, some of the, you talk about Syndergaard, the guy with Seattle, forget his name, got his hair as long. I mean, I'm way down his back.
Yeah, there are a few.
I mean, that can't be comfortable.
Takes a lot of work, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A lot of extra work.
Who might forget that guy in Seattle?
No score here in the second inning. Andrew Susac, catcher on deck. Here's the 1-2. Rodriguez looking for that first K in the book and doesn't get it there. Sox will have tomorrow off. As Guerin mentioned, it's one of those theme trips, so it's beach wear for the Red Sox down to Tampa St. Pete. On Tuesday night, Chris Sale. On Wednesday night, David Price. Both of those games at 7:10. And he's gone full 3-2 on Rickard.
But Joe Madden used to have a theme all the time. Every time they got on the plane, didn't they?
Pretty much. Tuxedos. Leather sweaters.
I guess you know, I tell you what, if you're a veteran and all of a sudden they start doing that, that's hard to deal with. But you know, if that's the way you break into the game, you just go along with it.
Pajamas.
Or you're a stick in the mud if you don't want to play that game.
You know, say you're 33 years old, 34 years old, and the manager goes, hey, Eck, we're going pajamas
I mean, come
on the next trip. What do you do?
Well, you got it. If you're a good teammate, you go along. I mean, right? You know,
I mean, everybody does. I haven't seen anybody balk at it.
No. But nobody's going to see you, really, right? Because it's a charter.
When you check into the hotel.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes that's 3 o'clock in the morning though. The pajamas are very suitable.
But I never played that rookie dress-up act. Luckily I didn't have to do it when I was a rookie. And then you see it. I guess it's still going on, right? I mean, the last road trip of the season when all the rookies are called up, and
yep.
And they get a kick out of it, I guess. But I never liked that. I just didn't.
A little silly for you?
Yeah. But there's so many rookies. If you think about it, when I was rookie, there were only 1 or 2 of us. So don't be mean to us.
The 3-2 on the way, and foul back.
Here we are.
Right into our booth.
You got to catch that. She's got to catch that.
Oh, Suzanne's got to catch that. There's no way that she wants to do that.
That was head high.
Well, that was coming in at a pretty good pace.
It was floating.
And we're flinching.
Yeah.
And we say Suzanne should catch it. 3-2. That one roped into left field on the move, Benintendi, but he's going to get there. 2 down. Trumbo back to first base. Ace Ticket, Boston's trusted source for tickets. Be there for Game 5 as the Celtics take on the Cavs on Wednesday night. Get your tickets by calling 1-800-MY-SEATS or go to aceticket.com right now. Susac, the batter, 143, no homers or RBIs, just called up a couple of days ago. Taylor Motter, is that who you're thinking of?
Maybe, yeah, maybe. No, I'm thinking somebody else. Gable. And then you got the Clevenger, the pitcher with Cleveland. He's got it's way down, right?
I think it makes an individual statement. Two men out for Susac. No score here in the second.
But if you're a rookie, right, and then you walk into the clubhouse with the hair halfway down your back and nobody on that team has long hair, you got a lot of nerve now, right? First of all, not everybody has the Yankees sort of rules,
yeah,
right? Which is no mustache there still, right? I think
so.
Yeah. You give me enough iron, I'll cut that mustache off.
The 1-1 to Susac and off the outside. Charlie Finley of the A's paid guys to grow mustaches.
Right, that's where it all began.
He wanted his guys to look like that.
I thought that was cool.
Style.
I thought that was cool.
I did too.
Yeah, that's 72. That's when I first came into the minor league, 72.
He actually paid his players to grow them.
Good changeup. Boy, he's got all the pitches. Erod has got all the pitches. To this one is a dandy. Great motion. Ball goes down a little bit.
We think you're thinking of Ben Gamble.
Yes, that's it.
2-2.
Yes.
And that is in there. He struck him out with a cutter at 90. One man left on base.
First pitch presented by Joseph Abood. Available Men's Warehouse. TC and Steve Lyons will preview the Red Sox next series against the Rays.
Joseph in the house, as he often is, to watch the Red Sox here. Bottom half of the second inning coming up. Martinez, Devers, Nunez. First look at David Hess, the rookie from Pembroke Pines, Florida. In his second major league appearance. JD at .339 with 13 home runs. That one tagged high down the right field line, heading toward the pesky pole, toward the corner. That ball's gone. A home run. JD Martinez snuck it in there for his 14th.
That is classic Martinez, JD Martinez. That won't be the last one you see he get down that line. Look at this. Fastball in. Stays behind it. Just flips it up. Just gets it up in the air. No big deal. Kind of slice, carves it a little bit. Didn't really even get it, but perfect placement right down that line. What is it, about 310 feet away he hit that ball.
Speedway donating $500 to Boston Children's Hospital for every Red Sox home run. Don't forget, all summer, stop by your local Speedway and quench your thirst with a refreshing Speedy Freeze. Red Sox with 3 of them last night. How about Frank Thomas yesterday and his comments about JD Martinez? Said he's the best hitter in baseball.
Yes, and he appreciated it because, you know, he wants the love. I mean, he takes pride in what he's done, and he's been so awesome. You cannot overlook what he's done, and he should be among the greats, if not the best right-handed hitter in the game right now. And that's saying something. A lot.
Well, game number 47. The Red Sox have tied the franchise record for home runs to this point in the season with the 1977 Red Sox.
You know, as a pitcher, you throw that fastball in. The last place you think that ball is going to be is right down the right field line.
So the Red Sox in front 1-0. Rafael Devers got one last night.
He got himself a changeup. He came out of there, looked, said, "Where did that?" Oh, there it is.
His second home run on the homestand, just 3 for 21, but 2 of them have gone out, and both of them to left field. Both of them up and into the monster seats. Red Sox are leading the majors in runs scored and in batting average, slugging percentage, doubles, and extra base hits. It's going to be ball 4, so Devers is on. Hess a little bit rattled.
I'll tell you what, Hess comes into this ballpark saying, "Here, what's this Fenway Park? You know, this green monster stuff," and then the biggest power hitter in the game takes you the other way.
Just inside the pesky pole. They'll send up Nunez, 241, 3 homers for Eduardo. Looks like he is beginning to get his swing back together. And a double last night, couple of hits the night before. Dropped by Susak on a strike, but no advance by Devers.
Very aggressive offensive player, can get to a lot of pitches. Boy, he hit a ball off the ground the other day, didn't he? Almost one hopped him. He hit a base hit. He had some funky swings that he can make contact on.
Yeah, he does. Pitches that you wouldn't think he'd be swinging at. Sometimes he hits them very hard.
Yes.
Oh, 1 foul to the mitt. Hess is only a 5th round draft pick back in 2014, so he's had to work his way through the system. Rose up to AAA Norfolk this season. He was 11-9 at AA last year. Within their organization, he's considered a top 10 prospect. And a wave and a miss. Down he goes on the off-speed pitch. The slider at 81. Brock Holt coming up. Had some fun last night after the game with Guerin and Andrew Benintendi.
First of all, Brock, what can you say about this team win tonight?
Well, meow. Tough conditions, but I'm proud of the way these guys went out, meow, and fought hard. Andrew with a home run, 2 RBIs. Great game. He's dirty. He's muddy. We're cold. We're ready to go home. But these guys are great.
He's always good for interviews. He knows what to say. Keeps it light and fun. He did a great job.
And Guerin had no idea he was going to hop in there.
Well, Holt's the one that wasn't cold and dirty.
Yes.
That's what that was.
Oh, but I had no idea what he was doing. And I said, Brock, what are you doing? He said, I'm doing the post-game interview. And I'm looking at Andrew, and then I'm looking at Brock, and I'm like, what's going on here? Yeah. But I'm like, okay, let's go. Let's go, boys.
I love how he announces he's on the show.
Oh, yes.
Here I am.
I was so surprised. I'm looking at him, and I'm thinking, no, it's Andrew. Oh, it was fun, though. He's got a lot of personality. It's fun for him to show it.
Well, hit .313 with a homer, 7 runs batted in. He's hit short today with a base runner in Devers and a run in on the home run by J.D. Martinez. Red Sox continue to slug away. And a 1-1 from Hess, who slows down a lot with men on base. You can enjoy the first Red Sox alumni game in 25 years at Fenway on Sunday, May 27. It's a 3-inning game, only open to fans attending the 1 o'clock game that day against Tampa Bay. So visit redsox.com/tickets for more information. Brock Holt began the season 1 for 16. Since then, he's hitting .392 over the last 15 games. Now, Hess in his major league debut, which he won against the Rays on May 12, gave up a 3-run homer right away, but they got nothing off him the rest of the day over 6 innings.
That's impressive, especially after, being so nervous and then giving it up like that. And hung with him. This kid, you think about it, this is what organizations like to do. You sign a kid and you work your way up, their system, and you don't lose your confidence. They don't rush you. That's what can happen. You go, if you get pushed up too soon, you get knocked around, and sometimes you never recover. Although you want to get there as fast as you can.
You were what, 20?
Yeah, I was a little rush job.
Little flare to right field. Rickard charging on. He's not going to get it. Down to second base, stopping there is Devers. So it drops in for Brock Holt. Red Sox have something going on. First and second, 1 away.
Boy, he didn't hit it very hard. Just dorks this ball. His curveball's down. He goes down and gets it. It's in no man's land out there. A little fake. See him put his glove up like he's going to catch it, just to hold the runner from going from first to third. See, Devers had to hold up.
Vasquez next. Scuffling along at 191. No homers, 5 runs batted in. Jackie Bradley on deck. Both of these guys looking for some hits. 1 man out. And ball 1. Vasquez did come up with 2 hits on Friday night, including his 5th double of the year. Red Sox lately have been getting a little bit more offense out of the catcher spot. And a breaking ball didn't snap. So 2-0. Tampa Bay Rays are on the West Coast. They're playing the Angels, and they're doing something very unusual. Although that's happened several times already this season, something unusual out of Tampa Bay. But they are starting the relief pitcher, Sergio Romo, for the 2nd consecutive day. He is their starting pitcher.
And I'm assuming they're taking some heat over that, I would think. I haven't heard a lot of responses from that, but that's unheard of.
He struck out the side yesterday.
Right. You know, because you think about it, if a left-hand pitcher is starting that game, like what's his name, the left-hander started right after him, Yarborough. So the lineup's going to be all right-handed hitting lineup. So then all of a sudden you start Romo, he punches out the side, and then here comes the left-hander
who went over 6 innings.
Right.
They're actually playing pretty darn well with a 6-game winning streak. 2-1 in there for a strike.
Thinking out of the box, I guess.
And perhaps out of necessity, but on consecutive days, I can't remember ever seeing anything like that, using anybody out of the bullpen to start a game consecutive days.
Well, they started this season off with saying we only have a 3-man rotation, and we'll have bullpen days, which I thought was silly.
Well, worked yesterday. Bounding ball toward third. Valencia goes into second. That's one on to first and can't get him there at first base. So the Red Sox get the man in the middle. And Devers safely on down to third base with 2 gone.
Not the most efficient play there by Valencia. You got to get rid of that ball. He takes an extra step, and that cost them turning the double play. Ball wasn't hit extremely hard, but I thought that was going to be a double play. See an extra step he takes? The scope can turn it at second, and it just missed the double play.
Well, Jackie Bradley's problems have only deepened here in recent games, down to 161 now. He is seeing pretty much nothing but fastballs and looking to get himself a big hit. This would qualify with a runner at third base, 2 down. He is 0 for 7 on the homestand. So it's Devers at third, Vasquez at first, and a run in on the home run by JD Martinez.
How about this? Just unbelievable, huh? I've never seen anything like it. Just one after another right in that spot.
And Hess with the 0-2. Betts on deck.
Pretty simple scouting report.
Yep, that's all he's getting. Rarely have we seen a breaking ball in quite a long time to Jackie Bradley. 1-2. And got him at 95 miles an hour. And that is all. The Red Sox get the 1 run on the home run by Martinez. Joint replacement experts at Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center. Visit bidmc.org. Red Sox manager Alex Cora joining us in between innings here, in between the third. Live from the dugout. So 1-0 Red Sox lead going to the third. Craig Gentry hitting just .206, no homers, 5 runs batted in, runs well. He'll be followed by Mancini and Jones. Rodriguez has allowed 2 singles. Nothing has come of that. His velocity's been good today. We've seen him touch 95.
Mixing it up too, huh? A little of this, a little of that. He's pitching.
Boy, Rick Porcello did last night, didn't he?
Didn't he?
Return to form for him. Not that he had been terrible or anything, but when the guy starts out 5-0 and is pitching incredibly well, and then, you know, a couple of games, gives up some runs, but last night he was right on it. A wave and a miss. He got Gentry chasing that one, and down he goes, strike 3.
Boy, that changeup just dove away. This ball's a foot outside. Gentry has no chance. 0-2 changeup, no chance. The thing about Porcello last night, you know, he just gets it. His tempo is great. You know, it's like he's just attacking. I love to watch him pitch. I just love the way he goes about it.
Now, you said from the very first inning, first couple of batters, he was going to have a strong outing. Line shot, a base hit to right, so Mancini is aboard. 1-out single. This quality start brought to you by BioFreeze.
You see him last night. He had the slider working. He had that swing and miss pitch working is what he had. Everybody was hacking and missing, and with all of his pitches, you see the high fastball there, the changeup, the cutter. I mean, he was front door, back door. He was doing it all.
9 strikeouts in that one, and a 6th win of the year. Adam Jones now base hit, first time up. Sox in front 1-0. So a single in every inning in the first 3 frames here for Baltimore. Fouled away.
What's so nice about this pitching against Baltimore too, you never have to worry about them running. You know, Gentry's about the only guy that runs.
And Buck.
Yeah, and Buck.
Buck can flat get out there to the
pitcher's
pitcher's
mound. He wants to get the ball. He is going to be in a hurry.
You know, that one moment is dominated a lot of the conversation of this series, and it was a manager going out to remove a pitcher, but it was the way he did it, cutting in front of Xander Bogaerts, who had just blasted a home run.
What's the protocol? You have to wait till the guy rounds third base? Seriously.
Going to dunk that one into right field for a base hit. Betts charging it into second base. Mancini and stopping there. So back-to-back 1-out singles will bring up Machado. Here's Buck Showalter the other night.
Look at this. Look at this.
It caught Xander by surprise. He wasn't sure.
What's going on? I bet you Buck took some heat for it, but he made a nice comment, didn't he? Saying, trying to.
He said, I'm all about pace of play. I'm just trying to speed it up, folks.
Let me hurry up and get my pitcher out of here.
I asked Xander about it in the clubhouse after the game, and he said he was a little bit surprised, but he wanted to keep running. But then when he got into the dugout, everyone was saying to him that they'd never seen that before, and that's when he knew that it was a little bit unusual.
And we hadn't either, ever. I think it is protocol to let the runner score first. As Machado cuts and misses.
You know, I've almost congratulated the guy on a walk-off. You know what I mean? When you give a walk-off home run and your dugout's the third base dugout and the guy's coming around third base, you want to knock him back. Next thing you know, you got to pause so he can go by. You don't even want to look at him. You can't stand him.
You're the man who invented that phrase. The throw down and will not get him. Mancini diving back in safely.
But that's happened more than I wanted to happen. Both catchers are not afraid to do that. You see Sandy Leung always do that. They try to get their secondary lead and then they come up firing.
Christian Vasquez very aggressive on that play. Only one out. Machado having a great season so far. 345, 14 home runs. On his way to what would be his first 100 RBI season.
Boy, he's careful right here.
Not a bad idea.
No.
Those you mentioned, Machado came in just 6 for 28 against him, now 6 for 29. So Rodriguez has been tough on him. Popped him up. Devers near the bag. Infield fly in effect, and he's got it for the second out.
I'll tell you, Erod has not shied away from that changeup. Gave up a changeup base hit to Jones and comes out and gets Machado on a great changeup. Had him way out front.
Gotten him twice.
Scout the Stars of tomorrow right here on Nesson as the Paw Sox host Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders tomorrow night at McCoy Stadium. Dustin Pedroia is currently on his rehab assignment with the Paw Sox. Don't miss Nesson's coverage tomorrow night beginning at 6.
You handled that very well.
That Rough Rider, what is it? Rail Riders?
Well, you read it.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here's Scope. He fly to center first time up. Mancini at second. Jones at first. 1-0 Boston on a home run by J.D. Martinez inside the pesky pole. And Vasquez would like a word. Red Sox are 13-1 in series finales. They've won 7 in a row, the last game of the series.
What are they against right-handed pitchers? I know that was a credible stat at one time, but that Oakland starter had 2 of the wins.
Right-hand starters are 3-20.
Whoo, man!
Against the Red Sox. ERA of 6.82. They have punished them. Rodriguez now trying to get out of this against Scope, who has very good power. You know, for all their issues, there's still a lot of pop in this lineup.
Oh yeah, that's why you got to be careful, and that's exactly what Erod's doing. Get them a little anxious, thinking he's going to throw a fastball, and then take something off.
Falling behind. Here comes the 2-0.
There it is.
Wild swing. Yeah.
That's a great changeup.
That would have been a strike.
Oh yeah, that is a beautiful pitch.
If he had not swung the bat.
Look at this thing. It is just nice. When you could throw a changeup for a strike anytime. That's his idol, Johan Santana. That's why he's got that number 57 on, and that's the pitch that Santana had. He was awesome.
Paid dearly for that number.
Did he?
Well, he had to take everybody in the Red Sox traveling party out to dinner.
Oh, right.
That was a big bill. For the right to wear that number is the 2-1. Well, now 3 balls and 1 strike. Good count for Scope. Trumbo on deck. He has a base hit.
Another changeup, 3-1.
Carlos Fabulous had been wearing the number, so that was the deal. Take everybody out, treat the whole traveling party. I think somewhere north of $9 grand. Ground ball to third. Devers chest high to fire and got him. So he gets out of the inning despite a couple of base hits. That is all for the Orioles. We're going to keep it right here and be chatting with Alex Cora in just a moment. Time now for a look at the road ahead, presented by People's United Bank. Red Sox about to hit the road, but a very quick trip. Just 3 games against the Rays at the Trop and then back home against Atlanta and Toronto. Get a look at those Braves. Alex Cora joining us. Alex, thanks so much. JD Martinez, home run number 15. Frank Thomas says he's the best hitter in baseball. Does anybody work harder, though?
I bet there's guys that work hard. You know, the thing with JD, I learned this in December at the winter meetings. He went about his preparation and his craft, and it was very impressive just to hear it. And now that you see it, is outstanding. He's not getting lucky. This is what he does. He prepares and he puts himself in a good position to hit, and he's been outstanding.
And Alex Erod so far today, talking about him changing speed so well. How does he look to you?
He looks good. They're making adjustments, going the other way, but he's making adjustments too, changing speed. So hopefully he can go deep into the game, get the ball to the bullpen, and we win this ball game and go to Tampa.
You are kind to join us. Thanks, Alex.
Later.
Alex Cora. And after the game, he'll be going with the beach wear as well as the Red Sox travel down to Tropicana Field. We are on to the last half of the third inning. Red Sox coming up to bat here against Hess. It'll be the top of the order. It'll be Betts, Benintendi, and Moreland.
Erod is impressive last inning. Went to the changeup again. 3-1. Man.
Now for the comforts of home, brought to you by Bernie and Phil's. Red Sox players with the highest averages at home this season entering this game. Well, Mookie Betts hitting just .426. Moreland at .381. Martinez has been hitting everywhere too. Save big with no tax and free delivery going on right now at Bernie and Phil's Furniture.
Hasn't even got hot yet. And think about those numbers. And the weather hasn't been that nice here.
Betts 0 for 1. He's popped to the catcher, but leads the major leagues in batting average in day games. A cool .514.
Yeah, add that one to it, right?
That's another one.
Day games.
Well, they just go on and on.
Yeah. You found a new one.
On a pace to drive in 100 runs again, but he's also on a pace to score about 165 runs.
You can only drive in so many runs up there if the bottom of the lineup doesn't get on base. Boy, coming out of his shoes here.
And that's why a lot of folks say, hey, move him down in the order. Hit him third, hit him fourth, but can you argue with 31 and 15? And
it just sets the game off right. It just does.
And you get the feeling the rest of the lineup feeds off of him.
I just think it makes a statement. First guy up. Here he comes. Here comes the Red Sox. And check this guy's act out.
It's amazing sometimes how people want to make changes even when things are going really well and you're leading the majors in runs scored. It's all working, or most of it's working. The Red Sox are 18-3 when they score the first run. They've scored again today on a home run by Martinez. It's an interesting talking point, though, isn't it?
It is, but JD Martinez coming here changes everything. If we hadn't gotten Martinez, we probably would be saying the right things. Oh yeah, we really didn't need him. We need somebody. Meanwhile, Mookie probably would be hitting third if JD wasn't there. You'd have to almost, wouldn't you? Because he would be.
Sure.
You'd have to have a run producer.
Well, Dave Dombrowski got one in Martinez. 39 runs batted in, 14 home runs. Betts leading the majors with 15 home runs. High fly ball, left center field. Back it goes. Gentry looking up. And it's going to be high off the green. Bounces back to Jones. Betts takes a big turn. He's going to head on back to second and dive in with a double.
Well, that's some hustle right there, because off the bat, you got to think he's thinking it's out of here, because everything he touches off seems to be a home run. He hit it so high, it stayed in here. It went way off the top of the fence out there. Let's see him get out of the box. That's a lift. He's not really sure. But he's going to try to get 3 after all and then pulls up. But look how far this ball goes without getting out of the ballpark. Could have went for 3 but decided otherwise and gets back in a hurry.
You're surprised when it doesn't go out, aren't you?
I thought that ball's gone.
19th double.
The flag is not moving, right?
Not at all.
Right. So the flag is moving at all. That ball's gone.
Very still. That one's blowing a little bit, but the one in center field, not at all.
Yep.
Benintendi 0 for 1. He is grounded out to second.
He doesn't miss fastballs, man. He just does not.
So quick with those hands. Mookie Betts. Our key matchup presented by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service. We're always here to get you there. Benintendi on this homestand. Very, very nice. 391. 7 RBIs. Another home run last night. He ripped one into the bullpen. You knew this was just a matter of time before Benintendi would lock in, right?
Yeah, absolutely. He's just got such a short stroke that, you know, it's easy to make adjustments for him. I think it's not a big swing.
Been running as far as stolen bases very effectively. He's 8 for 8 in that category. Nobody out. Betts on, and that one fouled into the mid. 2-2.
Just becomes a matter of swinging at the right pitch. You get a pitch to hit, don't miss it.
He's picked on the Orioles, hitting .444 against them in the last 5 games against Baltimore. Mitch Moreland on deck.
Well, he's seen 5 fastballs upstairs.
They have turned on the lights at Fenway. Possibility of some thunderstorm activity coming through. 2-2 into the dirt, and no advance by Betts, blocked by Susac. Red Sox playing through the muck and the mire last night. Temperatures in the upper 40s, and it missed it all night long, but they continue to play really well in bad weather. (3-2). Popped him up. Machado out, so is Scope. Scope will go into center to take it. So 1 man gone. Let's get it down to Guerin.
Obiak, Mookie Betts has been unbelievable, and 2 seasons ago I was interviewing his dad here at Fenway Park, and I asked him, at what point did they pull you aside and tell you that Mookie had something special? Now, I was expecting him to say maybe 15 or 16. He told me that they pulled him aside when he was 9 years old. Now, you're a Hall of Famer. I'm curious, at what age did they pull you aside and know that you had something special?
I don't know if they pulled me aside. You know, when you're playing with an older brother, that's when you find out quickly, you know, how you match up. And I always knew I had a good arm, you know, but when you're because when you're 9 and they're 12, that is a huge gap as a kid.
But if you're competing with them,
yes, that means you're special.
You're getting them out.
Yes. I could always light it up. And they'd whack it around, but they were still saying, hey, this little kid's got some hair.
And undoubtedly some confidence.
Yeah, it's fake confidence because you don't know any better. But I'll tell you what, that's what gets you by. Yeah. That's when you start to learn you got to carry yourself the right way until, you know, fake it till you make it.
9, 10 years old, you were doing that?
Oh, totally. And I've been doing it for 60 years, man.
All the way to Cooperstown, brother.
Man.
Moreland is grounded to third, 0 for 1. Runner at second base. Red Sox ahead 1-0. You had to be one of those 9 or 10-year-olds that just scared the other little leaguers to death.
I was Juan Marichal. You can imagine being Can you imagine being 9 years old and you got this big leg?
Were you doing the kick then?
Oh yeah. I'm telling you, I thought I was Juan Marichal. Yeah, my leg was way up.
So it started that young?
Yes, and that's why I thought I had pretty good fastball, because I was using my legs. A lot of other kids, they didn't get it.
Well, no wonder you didn't have an arm injury, right?
No.
A serious arm injury?
I never threw any breaking balls. I just threw nothing but cross-seam cheese.
9 years old, a 9-year-old Eck throwing cross-seam cheese. Foul time to play. Is that what you called it at 9?
No, but I didn't have hair because my dad made me get a haircut. Right? You couldn't have long hair. My dad said none of that in this house. Right?
Yep.
It was back in the 60s. Haight-Ashbury and all that. Right?
And still you didn't.
He would
long.
not, man. He was so disciplined. He was tough.
Mookie Betts with a lead at second, and Moreland will back out. Susac and Hess having some trouble getting together.
He's been a two-pitch pitcher. Pretty good fastball. He's thrown a lot of fastballs upstairs, about 93, and a little breaking ball.
0-2. Foul tipped into the mitt. On a high one at 93, up and out of the strike zone, and he got him, so they're a 2 away.
Boy, he's been wearing out that high strike zone with the fastball. Benintendi saw a whole bunch of them, popped him up, and then he punches out Moreland on this high fastball out of the zone. Can't get there.
J.D. Martinez now, home run down the right field line, first time up, his 14th. Hitting .343 with 39 runs batted in. Trying to pick up number 40 right here with Betts the runner.
He got a fastball down and in, sort of inner half of the plate. Slices this ball high in the air, right down the right field line, past the pesky pole.
Devers on deck. First base is open. Near the bottom half of the third. Red Sox with 3 hits. JD has now reached base in his last 25 games. And in 18 straight against the Orioles. He's another one who's worn them out, hitting .411 over that span. Got a good count here. And ball 3.
He just seems so disciplined. Every time he walks to the plate, it's like they're going to walk him on purpose.
Makes sense. So put him on. Intentional walk. I'll be there when the Red Sox induct the latest class of the Red Sox Hall of Fame members at the Fenway Honors Gala on Thursday, May 24th. Proceeds go to the Red Sox Foundation. Go to redsoxfoundation.org/Fenway Honors to learn more. So first and second, and 2 away. Devers trying to do some damage now. He took a walk in the second inning. Swinging away, and he pops it up into left. Gentry will make the catch, and that is all. The Red Sox wasting a leadoff double. By Dunkin' Donuts, America runs on Dunkin'. Lexus and the Lexus Strikes Out Hunger program. KM, Together We Grill. Your local New England Ford dealers. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. 75-degree day here at Fenway. 1-0. Sox in front as we go to the fourth. The sun's been in and out. Chance of some late showers as well today. Trumbo leading off, a base hit first time up. That's Valencia and Rickard for the Orioles.
Boy, I tell you, last night I felt bad after a while because I was laughing so hard, but you know that's not really nice. This guy's a big league hitter, but it was a funny swing. It just was. Didn't mean to laugh at him.
1-1. Did you just like apologize sort of to Trumbo for that?
Yeah, kind of. You know,
laughing after the swing.
Yeah, when I thought about it, because we went on and on and on. We must have played that thing about. It's not my fault. This guy playing it all the time. Jeff up there going over and over.
Jeff Mitchell is our producer. Yeah. 2 L's on Mitchell.
Yeah, he's the one that did it. It's his fault. You play it enough.
Well, it was an unusual swing.
It was. It was a funky swing.
Funky swing.
You know, I'll tell you what. They used to have hold court after the game, and if you won, you hold court. He would have got the funky swing of the night without a doubt.
No question.
They'd give you a bat that was broken. But look at this. Watch this swing. Oh, it's a little.
Heck, you can't apologize and they keep laughing about it.
It's just
you can't do that again. I mean, come on.
I know, but I shouldn't have gone on and on about it. But here we go again.
Glad we showed it again.
Yeah.
We'll probably show it again. It's a guy who's hit 40+ home runs in a major league season.
Big league player, man. This guy's a good player. I don't want to hoot on him. Believe me, I've looked funky many times.
Valencia on deck. Red Sox would go on to win that game on 3 home runs. Outstanding bullpen performance as well. And Rick Porcello put it all together last night. Ground ball, he's got it. Rodriguez will fire on to get him. Well, tonight, after Red Sox coverage on NESN Sports Today, get a preview of Game 4 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Cavs and the Celtics. NESN Sports Today, presented by People's United Bank, where the technology is as helpful as the people. So Trumbo now 1 for 2, and that'll bring up Valencia, who has fly to center, 0 for 1. This guy's been a very hot hitter. He's hitting .415 in his last 13. His average has come up from a $135 to .282 coming into play today.
Well, he's a notorious good hitter against left-handed pitching. It's what's kept him in the big leagues this long.
And a 1-1.
But Erod has really mixed it up. He's gotten so many outs on the changeup. Strikeouts aren't there. No big deal. Who cares about strikeouts? Pitch count's pretty good.
He has 2, and he's staying away from walks.
Yes, no walks. That's the key. Boy, a lot of thinking going on there. Cutter.
2-1 home. Even up now on Valencia. Now Rodriguez has been really tough at home. Sox have won 11 of his 15 home starts since the beginning of last year. And Red Sox are 7-1 in his starts this year. Trying to finish off Valencia. Bounding ball and off the glove. It'll carry him back to Holt, but no play. Try to grab it on the short hop, but off the glove of Devers.
Well, this is a do or die play here by Devers. He's going to try to charge this ball and take it on an in-between hop. That's a tough play. It's a tough pick is what it is. That'll go as a hit. He could have laid back. He could have laid back on it.
They're going to charge an error.
Man, I don't know. I can't.
That's his 11th.
Maybe he played it into an error. I don't know.
So Valencia on the E5, and it'll bring up Rickard. He's 0 for 1 to fly to left field.
That was a do or die play to me.
So the Red Sox with their first error of the ball game for either side. Red Sox number 5 in the American League in fielding percentage coming into play today. One nothing Boston. A home run by J.D. Martinez to lead off the second inning. Down the right field line. Just inside the pesky pole.
Get it in there.
0-2.
There it is.
He did get it in, but too far. Oakland has a 1-0 lead on Toronto there in the 4th inning. The A's are now 2 games over 500. Bounding ball. Nunez will go into second base. No throw to first base. They got the out in the middle. And they're 2 away. So that'll send up Susac, who whiffed in the second inning.
You never know with Rickard over there. He hasn't stolen a base yet.
2 down, and that'll miss away.
This makes pitching so much more comfortable when you don't have to worry about the guy in first. It really does.
You'd be surprised if they went anywhere.
Yes.
If they ever put a play on. And a line shot, base hit center field, hit well by Susac. Rickard to second base. So Rodriguez has yet to have a clean inning. First and second for the number 9 hitter now, Craig Gentry.
Scattering base hits. That's the 5th base hit.
Gentry struck out in the 3rd to begin the 3rd inning. Now, one of the many keys for Eduardo Rodriguez is going 6 innings in a game. His record when he goes 6 innings or more is off the charts. He's 21-3 when he goes 6 innings or more.
Jeez.
He's done it 38 times. Fly ball, center field. Jackie Bradley there, and angling his body to make the catch. A little bit of sunshine to left. quality Franks for all you Sox fans. Pick up KM Fenway Franks at your grocer today. KM, together we grill. Last half of the fourth inning, Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, and Garen Austin from Fenway. Last day in town for the Sox for the next several. Nunez to lead it off. Oh, what a swing. Struck out his first time up.
He's not shy.
He'll be followed by Brock Holt and then Christian Vasquez against David Hess, the rookie. His second major league start. He's held the Red Sox to 3 hits, but one of them a home run.
That's a pretty good slider there. A lot of movement across the strike zone. Haven't seen a changeup from him.
Oh, 2. And he got him again. Second time he has struck out Nunez.
Tuesday at 6:30. Don't miss Red Sox Game Day Live presented by DCU. TC and Steve will preview Chris Sale's start against the Rays. DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. What can DCU save you?
Chris Sale, number 4 in the American League in ERA, 2.29. As always, one of the toughest men in the game to hit, just a 189 batting average going up against the Rays. Here's Brock Holt, base hit, first time up. So hitting .324 with a home run. And a bounding ball right at the first baseman, Mancini. He'll toss on to the pitcher. Hess gets there for the second out. Vasquez next.
There was a changeup. Hadn't seen one. Got an out with it. Got him out front. Look at that 3-finger job. Doesn't do much. Stays right there, but got him out front.
Well, in that second inning, he allowed the home run to J.D. Martinez. Then he walked the very next batter, but he recovered to strike out Nunez. Gave up a leadoff double to Mookie Betts in the third, but the Red Sox couldn't bring in Mookie. And now 2 fast outs in the fourth. Vasquez 0 for 1. Hess became the first Orioles pitcher to win his major league debut in 3 years when he beat Tampa Bay. Backhand, Mancini dropped it, but has time to feed Hess with the accurate throw, and that's all for the Red Sox. number 47, the Red Sox would beat the White Sox 6-2. Clay Buchholz got the win. David Ortiz 2 for 5, 2 RBIs in the victory. And Clay Buchholz is on a major league mound today. As we begin the 5th inning, 1-0 Boston. Arizona playing the Mets, and Buchholz is back in the big leagues for the Diamondbacks. And he's pitching really well. 4 innings, 1 hit, no runs. He has struck out 1. Trying to make his way back. Of course, you got a lot of former Red Sox guys in that organization for Arizona.
Yeah, not a bad place to be out there. Arizona's got a nice club.
Well, they do indeed. They're in first place, half-game lead over Colorado. And a terrific young manager in Torey Lovullo, of course. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Adam Jones on deck. Mancini's gone 1 for 2 with a base hit. Rodriguez could really benefit from a quick inning. Nice way to start. Got him chasing. Down goes Mancini. Let's get down to Garen.
Okay, guys, walking into the clubhouse today, you saw a little bit of everything for Beachwear Travel Day. A lot of flip-flops, a lot of crazy hats. Brock Holt had some cut-off denim shorts, and Hanley was walking around with a megaphone. Now, the guys that I talked to said they love doing this. It's such a long season. There's so much travel. This keeps things fun and allows them to show their personalities. Now, I talked to a lot of guys in the clubhouse. There's a lot of fun stuff, but the winner seemed to be Heath Hembry, a pink man romper, guys.
A man romper?
A man romper.
What exactly is that, Garen?
I don't even know how to describe it. Short sleeves. It's a man romper. Come on, it's like a onesie with shorts.
Okay.
It was kind of the rage, and he was telling me they had to consult with his wife on it. But a lot of effort goes into these outfits.
Oh yeah, a lot of thought apparently. Some negotiation. A romper.
A romper.
Okay. Can't wait to get a look at that. Ground ball right side. A sliding effort by Nunez, but through for a base hit. Jones is off to a really good start today. That's his 3rd hit.
Jones not trying to do too much, hitting the ball the other way. Finds a hole there. Long ways to go for Nunez. He wasn't going to get him.
7th 3-hit game of his season. So at least 1 hit in every inning so far for the Orioles here today. Starting to cloud up. Getting a little bit gray overhead.
Big at bat here.
With Machado. Kind of an ugly looking sky right now. Machado has popped up and he's flied out.
Boy, you got to lock in right here. Stay focused on this at bat here.
Jones on with 1 down. And across for a strike. Red Sox with an overshift. Nunez almost behind second base. Brock Holt at short today. Devers at 3rd.
Got him out with a changeup last time up. Threw him everything and got him out with a changeup.
Pitch number 82 here. Big swing and a miss.
There's that changeup again. It almost looks like a sinker because it's 88 miles an hour. Some guys don't throw their fastballs like this. 3 fingers running away. Perfect location.
Been his best pitch today.
Yes. But he has really mixed it up. In and out. High fastball. That's that sign. Nope. Fastball in. You got to get it in.
Yeah, particularly on him. Can't miss.
Boy, if he paints him there, that's what you talk about. A pair of shoes, man, if he could paint him. Because he couldn't get to that pitch if he were to paint him.
Machado, the number 2 hitter in the American League behind Mookie Betts. Number 2 in home runs as well, but number 1 in RBIs.
Back in there again. Yes. Yes.
In there, and he got him looking.
Yes. That is a big league pitch right there. That's what you call, I tell you, make that pitch, it's a pair of shoes. He can't do anything with it. Beautiful.
94 on the edge.
That's it. Perfect. That is, everybody's impressed by that. Even
David
Price.
Yeah, indeed.
I'm telling you, it's a big league pitch.
Every time a Red Sox pitcher strikes out an Oriole, Lexus donates $50 to the Greater Boston Food Bank. And it'll be in tight on Scope. He's flied out and grounded out. 0 for 2. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead, and you know, we looked up into the sky there, and maybe some weather coming our way. Want to have that lead after 4.5. Jones on, 2 gone, and a strike.
Boy, he is just hitting corners. He's pitching, man. This kid can pitch.
He has as many strikeouts in this inning as he had all afternoon until now.
It's real easy for him, not ever coming out of his shoes. Nasty changeup. See, it's either, it says two-seamer, but to me, that's his changeup. It's hard.
Sure it is.
Because this ball's running. This ball, look at, that's a changeup. Perfect location.
If he throws that again, he'll get him. Trying to strike out 3 men in the inning.
Back in there again.
And he ran it down and in. Trumbo on deck. Red Sox ahead 1-0 on a Sunday afternoon. Looking to get out of town by taking 3 out of 4 from Baltimore. Moving on to face the Rays. He struck him out. Down he goes, hacking 3 Ks in the inning for Rodriguez.
That's impressive.
Halfway through, it is an official game. The Red Sox with a 1-0 lead. Jackie Bradley 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He'll be followed by Betts and Benintendi. David Hess so far has been pretty impressive. He's allowed the Red Sox only 3 hits. One of those, the home run by J.D. Martinez.
He looks good. Fastball, changes speeds with his breaking ball. Can't get there. Twilight zone, that pitch.
Batting average down to 160 for Jackie. And the 0-2 from Hess. And a rocket down the right field line. He's got himself a base hit. He's going to keep on moving. It's bobbled around by Rickard. He's into second base. Now Jackie took a really nice swing and he tagged it. And that will be a double.
Boy, he's got to feel good. He stung this ball after so many fastballs in that zone. See where this pitch goes. It's out over the plate more. See that? And he can get the bat to it. It didn't tie him up. Got some extension on it and roped it down the right field line, and he's thinking 2 right away. And then when you see Rickard, he'd bobble it. No chance. That's a double.
So it is the second time today the Red Sox have led off an inning with a 2-base hit. Last guy to do is Mookie Betts in the third. He's 1 for 2, hitting .370. Mookie 8 for 15 with 3 doubles, 2 homers, and 4 RBIs, along with 3 stolen bases against the Orioles in the series. It's a familiar theme. Mookie Betts against the Orioles. Mookie Betts against the American League here in 2018.
But he made his mark really against the Orioles. That 5 home runs in 2 days.
Yes. That was that next level.
You just don't see a lot of opposite field home runs out of Mookie Betts.
High fly ball into right center. Moving over Jones. Jackie Bradley to tag, and he'll advance into third base. So that moves up the runner. Benintendi will be next. Time of the whole team together, presented by Lowe's. Major League Baseball leaders in runs scored entering today. Red Sox #1, 4 more than the New York Yankees. We'll see the Braves very soon in interleague play. An entirely different feel to this offense over a year ago.
Oh, totally.
Infield in now. Benintendi 0 for 2. Very good with runners in scoring position. He really has been since he broke in. And he'll look at a strike.
See if Jackie goes on contact.
Benintendi's been hitting away against the Orioles. He's hit safely in the last 2 games. 3 for 7 with a home run. Flies that one foul. His last 10 games against Baltimore, a .342 average.
Just trying to get a pitch he can get in the air.
Red Sox with a man at third. Jackie Bradley with the double, advancing 90 feet on the fly out by Betts. And he left it up. Mitch Moreland on deck. 1-0 Boston. They put 3 men on the right side, and they're drawn in for Baltimore. Here's the 1-2. Even up. Benintendi has now reached base in 12 consecutive games. Go back to the end of April, April 26. He's batting .326 since then. And a 2-2. Ooh. It just missed. Nick Lentz, home plate umpire, said no. 3-2.
He doesn't throw that many changeups to begin with, and he paints with the thing down and away. Ooh. Benintendi's lucky he's still standing.
Payoff pitch from the young right-hander. That's a shot deep to right. Rickard back to the wall. It's gone. That's as pretty a swing as you will see in Major League Baseball today.
You got that right. 3-2 fastball, and he knows what to do with it. Almost got punched out on a changeup, but he gets a fastball right down Broadway. And how about that lift? That short stroke right to the ball and launches it.
That's textbook.
It really is. He's done that twice in this series into their bullpen. It was back-to-back last night and a 2-run shot here.
The 67th Red Sox home run through 47 games. That's a new club record. You know, I think back to the mashers of, the middle and late 70s in Boston. And this team has hit more home runs through this same stage.
Yeah,
wow.
Right. 77 was the club with all the home runs.
Moreland is 0 for 2. Red Sox hit 3-0 and a 2-run shot. That one lined into the corner. That's on the track, and that'll be a double. So now the Red Sox, their third time through against Hess, are beginning to see him much better.
Yeah, they're all over that fastball. They've got that thing timed, and he doesn't spot it. He's a dead duck. Once again, fastball. He punched him out the time before on a fastball. Fastball up, and he's almost cheating on it. He's bailing and wailing and gets to it. He's lucky he kept that ball. That ball didn't go out of the ballpark.
Came off the bat at 101 miles an hour. Time to see who's been driving the ball, presented by Toyo Tires. Mitch Moreland, last dozen games, 385, 4 homers. He's driven in 10. Toyo Tires, the official tire of the Boston Red Sox. McDowell out for a mound visit. But the Red Sox getting their cuts now against Hess, and J.D. Martinez will climb in with a man at second. Sox ahead 3-0. Martinez with a home run inside the pesky pole first time up, and then Hess wanted nothing to do with him with a runner at second base in the third, so he walked him. Turned out to be an intentional pass. Devers on deck. Jackie Bradley starting this rally. Mike Wright Jr. throwing in the bullpen now for the Orioles, their first activity out there today. And the crowd really alive here in the bottom of the 5th, thanks to Andrew Benintendi. High fly ball right center field, driven deep. Jones is back, turning around. Oh, he's done it again. J.D. Martinez to one of the deepest parts of Fenway. And he is now tied for the major league lead in home runs. His second of the afternoon.
What a show. What an offensive explosion. This guy, I'll tell you what, and it's just begun. It's just begun. When I saw Adam Jones turn around, I said, this ball's going to get out of here?
Had a second life to it.
Yes. This says everything about J.D. Martinez. 420. 420 right center. The triangle.
Our high strength steel play. As Devers climbs in, a walk and a fly out so far today. Brought to you by your New England Chevy dealers and a Chevy Silverado.
Look at this pitch. Center cut, lift, take off, 420. Easy.
Hard hit and a foul ball. Alfonso Marquez said foul. Sharply hit by Devers. Red Sox getting their rips. And certainly J.D. is 2 home runs today.
Well, Frank Thomas said that he's the greatest hitter in the game. So he proved it today. A little pesky piece and then a triangle bomb. Huh? I mean, my goodness.
Well, we all thought as the weather began to warm up, look out for J.D. Martinez. Ground ball the other way. Valencia will scoop that. Close play, but he got him. And there are 2 down for Nunez. So 15 home runs. He is even with Mookie Betts atop the majors.
He is in his own world. He's in his own universe.
Tremendous strength.
Tremendous.
Some kind of strong.
Boy, I'm glad we got him.
Red Sox up 5-0. Nunez has struck out twice. Hess getting knocked around here in the 5th. Red Sox have homered in each of their last 12 games, 19 of their last 20. And going back to April 7th, very early in the season, the Red Sox have hit more home runs than anybody in the majors. 64. And the 0-2. Well, it began with a Jackie Bradley double. Benintendi with a beautiful swing for a 2-run homer into the bullpen. Moreland with a double. That one into center field. That'll drop down for a base hit. And you wonder if Buck has seen enough.
Yeah, he almost fell out of the dugout this time.
And here he comes. So it came undone for the 24-year-old rookie. Finally in the 5th inning. Until this inning, he had pitched very well. Wright will make an entrance. Red Sox have already sent 7 men to bat in this inning, and they have scored 4 times, leading 5-0.
Ropes it down the right field line, gets him a double. He's probably got to feel good after that. He's struggling so bad. Nice way to get the inning going.
Well, you know, Machado's certainly going to be in the conversation. Trout's always in the conversation, you know, among the great hitters in the American League, great ball players in the American League. But when you look at Mookie Betts and JD Martinez, are we looking at the 2 best hitters in the American League right now on the same ball club?
Right this second.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
And tied for the American League lead in home runs, 1 more than Machado.
And they're both hitting over 350 with that damage.
Martinez now has 60 hits. That's as many as Machado. Betts with 61, so they rank 1-2 in that category. And the beat goes on. A home run swing by Benintendi, really a thing of beauty.
Oh yeah, when he gets going, he gets hot. His is just such a short stroke for not a big man either. There's a lot of pop in that bat.
Drops it into the bullpen, his 5th home run. Sox have homered twice in the inning, 3 times today. So now Wright coming on to replace Hess. He'll wind up going 4 2/3, giving up 5 runs, roughed up in his 2nd major league start. And look at the ERA on Mike Wright Jr. in 9 appearances, 8.7. Brock Holt has singled and grounded out, 1 for 2 today. Two down, a man on a base hit by Nunez. He goes the other way nicely, a line drive base hit. So multi-hit afternoon for Brock Holt.
Everybody seems a little hitterish this inning, huh?
6 hits in this inning.
Jackie got a knock, so everybody else thought they'd do the same thing.
JD Martinez and Machado a little bit earlier.
Yeah, you're great. I'm great. No, you're great.
No, he said never.
Yeah, I could never go where he went.
Not putting it up there.
No.
Vasquez, the 9th man to swing here in the 5th. Gone 0 for 2 so far today. Sox up 5-0. 2 on and 2 out. So right now, only the 5th inning, but Devers and Vasquez, the only two who have yet to join the hit party. Boston with 9 hits. And Jackie Bradley, who started this, is on deck. With the double and came around to score. And right with the 0-1.
Stay on top of the latest Red Sox news with NESN's free Red Sox text alerts. From breaking news to in-game alerts, NESN will make sure you're in the know. To sign up, text Red Sox to 536-536. Message and data rates may apply.
1-1 to Vasquez. Dave Meller, the outstanding groundskeeper for the Red Sox, did come out in between innings and talk with the umpires about some possible weather, but right now not a drop. And I'm going to start shutting up about it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Nunez at second, Holt at first. Sox trying to improve to 15-7 at home. About to go on the road where they are very comfortable. Boston 17-8 away from Fenway.
Boy, it seems like this is going to be 13 times playing Tampa right after 3 of them, right?
It feels like it.
Yeah, they played 10 games against them already. Tampa playing well out in L.A.
Well, they really are a 6-game winning streak.
You don't know who's for real out in the West anyway. All of a sudden, Oakland looks like they have a decent club. I didn't think much of them when the season started.
Now the 2-2. And launched foul.
This Baltimore club goes to Chicago. Maybe that'll give them a break because they are scuffling. They've only won 4 games on the road. What are they, 4-17 on the road, which is pitiful. And they're going to Chicago, who's struggling. The White Sox rebuilding.
Two and 2 on Vasquez with 2 on. Knocked foul again. Yeah, Chicago with a 12-30 record. The White Sox in the American League Central.
Yeah, Baltimore's 4-18 on the road. Oh.
Now the Indians, you figure, will be better than that right now at 500, but that's what it takes to lead the division at the moment. By 2.5 over Detroit and Minnesota. And right with a 2-2. He keeps fouling off pitches here. Got a fastball there. You can import the NESN Red Sox schedule on any device to get alerts 15 minutes before the game, and you can find matchup info, updated times, and more. Visit NESN.com/schedule. Presented by Franklin Sports, the official batting glove of the Red Sox in Major League Baseball. Boy, it's been a long inning for the Oriole pitching staff. The Red Sox have made it so. Here's the 2-2. And he's run it full. He's had a really good at bat here.
He wants to get a hit, man. He's right. He's in no hurry out there, right? He's just taking his sweet time.
A 4-run fifth so far for Boston. Looking to add on some more. They lead at first and second. The runners will be off with 2 down. Got a piece again.
Fouling off some good pitches too. Don't miss WB Mason Extra Innings Live right after the game. TC and Steve will break down the game, and you'll hear from Eduardo Rodriguez and Alex Cora. Whatever, whenever, wherever, who but WB Mason.
Next one will be the 10th pitch of the at bat for Christian Vasquez. And a 3-2 from right. Runners go. And a pop up. Out goes Scope. Jones coming on. And he's got it. But a big inning for the Red Sox. They score 4 times. Benintendi with a blast. And JD Martinez at it again, his second today. Its owners are donating $250,000 to Boston Children's Hospital. America runs on Duncan. To the 6th inning, and the Red Sox have powered their way to a 5-0 lead here over Baltimore. Out hitting them 9-6. Trumbo will lead off. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit.
Erod's got some breathing room now. 5-0. He's been so focused, trying to hold that 1-run lead.
He struck out 3 men last inning.
He looked brilliant last inning. That big pitch inside corner to Machado, and did the same thing to Scope.
Worth repeating, when he goes 6 innings, he's 21-3 with a .220 earned run average. And with a win today, you would improve to 4-1. Ways to go yet, but the Red Sox up by 5. Trumbo, Valencia, Rickert in this inning against the left-hander. The Orioles have been forced to go to their bullpen already today. fouled away. So Rodriguez on top, 1 and 2.
Hitting the corners, keeping the ball down, hit the corners, mixing in a changeup, not afraid to come inside.
Trying to beat the Orioles for the second time this season.
I wonder if he still has a chip on his shoulder against the, his old team. How long do you keep that?
He just missed there. Well, how long does it usually stay?
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
No,
it stays there a long time.
Just recently turned 25 years old. Came up through the Oriole organization.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. He puts away Trumbo. He got him.
Man, this is a clinic, isn't it? Look at this changeup way off the plate, but he showed him that he could throw dot the outside corner. So you gotta, you gotta keep him honest. And look at that swing.
His pitching line brought to you by Ace Ticket. Hasn't walked anybody. 6 Ks. He has struck out 4 of the last 5 men. Here's Valencia, who's gone 0 for 2. Reaching on an error the last time up.
This game's almost more impressive than the Yankee game. The Yankee game was more velocity, wasn't it?
It was pure power.
It was power. This one, he is pitching. I mean, he's got an assortment of stuff to get you out.
That one ripped down the line, headed for the wall. Hammers into the monster. Valencia will take a wide turn. He's going to head on back as the throw comes in. Good toss in by Benintendi.
He hit that ball so hard.
He did.
Valencia tried to get a double the other night and got thrown out at second base. But that ball was stung. Valencia, he is a pain. That guy can hit left-handed pitching. He can have that single.
So a man on for Rickard, who has flied to left and hit into a fielder's choice 0 for 2. Sox up 5-0. And there's 7 hits now for the Orioles. One man gone, hard hit foul. Rodriguez acquired in 2014 at the trade deadline. He would make his major league debut the following year and go 10-6 for the Red Sox in 21 starts. Acquired for Andrew Miller, July 31 of 14. Originally signed by the Orioles as an international free agent in 2010 from Venezuela. Here's the 1-1. That disappeared. That changeup's been dynamite.
Man, that is something. It just sort of vanishes as soon as you start to swing. 3-finger turn me over. See ya.
Grounded foul. He's not had a double play ball, but he'd gladly take one right here. Pitch count right at 100.
I don't think there's been very many games that he's pitched that he had a low pitch count. This doesn't work like that.
He's been between 92 and 107. Just missed. You saw Vasquez hold it there for an extra moment to see if Nick Lentz would reconsider, but he did not.
Yeah, he's holding it out there 6 inches outside. You could hold it there all day. It's a ball. You know what I mean?
2-2. And another one tap fouled by Rickard. Came in hitting .294, a couple of home runs. Red Sox 3 home runs last night, 3 more today, and 2 by JD Martinez, who was the DH here this afternoon. Activity in the pen. Heath Hembree starting to loosen.
Change-up time again.
Two to Rickard.
Yep.
Up the middle, Nunez behind the bag, flips it out of the glove, and safe. Brock Holt went for the toe, and the umpire, Lance Barrett, said he didn't get there in time.
Well, he was all over the play. Barrett was all over the play, right in front of him. The flip just took a little bit too long. He flips it up in the air. It's like it's just sitting there, just waiting. Ooh, it's not a good shot. This should be a better shot. Didn't get there.
So that'll be a base hit for Rickard on the infield.
That flip seemed to be hanging in the air forever.
Forever.
Yes.
Tantalizing. Couple of men on for Susac now with one down. He's got 1 for 2 with a base hit. Sox ahead 5-0. That's 8 hits now for the Orioles. And activity for the first time in the bullpen today. And in there for strike 1. 5 runs, 9 hits for Boston. No runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Orioles. They're trying to avoid their 32nd loss. Red Sox are trying to pick up their 32nd win. This would be pitch number 105 today for the lefty. Well, he's ahead 0-2.
Back-to-back changeups. He loves that changeup today.
Oakland leading Toronto 6-0. They're in the 6th inning.
He could throw it for a strike anytime he wants and then throw it off the plate. Be a nice way to get out of here. This would be his last hitter. He won't come back out next inning. Get this guy out.
Oh, 2 coming. He puts him away. And he went with the heater at 93 to fan him. And 2 down.
Out of nowhere, here comes his gas. Huh? You haven't seen it forever. Up out of the zone. Can't get there. Beats him. Or you show him enough changeups, you can throw anything by him upstairs.
So 2 down in the 6th inning. He has 7 punch-outs today. No walks. Here's Gentry, who has whiffed and flied out 0 for 2. And Eduardo Rodriguez with a really fine effort here today. A very different start than the one against the Yankees, but both impressive.
This is the whole package is what this is. I like this package. Watching that gas is nice, but this is pitching.
'93 right there on the black.
Right on the black.
Looking to get free of the 6th inning. And deserving of a really fine hand by the Fenway faithful. A little bit of light rain beginning to fall for the first time today. Barely noticeable. Here's the 1-1. That's a strike. There's a real artistic feel to what he's done today.
Yeah, this changeup. He could throw it for a strike or throw it off the plate, and he got the strike there down at the bottom of the strike zone. Little gift, but the way he's pitched, gotta have it. Put this guy away and walk off styling.
Soft liner to right field, charging on it Mookie Betts. They will not send the runner. The throw comes all the way home, and the bases are going to be loaded up here. Mookie Betts firing in. Gentry with a base hit. And they're all loaded up for Mancini.
And he didn't hit it. Didn't hit it hard at all. Just a little flare out there to right field, and that's enough.
Here comes
He's
Alex
gone.
Cora. Yep.
You see the cutter. He went with the cutter. Pretty good spot. Look at that thing. Might not have been a strike. I guess you tip your hat to that little whatever it was that he hit out there.
A big hand for the left-hander, Eduardo Rodriguez. Seven strikeouts, no walks today, allowed 9 hits, no runs yet. Men on base are his responsibility. So it'll be Hembree coming on.
That was a great performance. I mean, he gives up 9 hits, and I'm telling you, that was a great performance.
Great changeup.
Great changeup.
Well, little nod of the head there. You know, he wanted to get that last out in the 6th inning, but out he comes. Time now for our tools of the trade presented by Stanley.
Boy, I thought he was going to punch him out, but boy, did he look good. He was holding a 1-run lead for a long, long time. You see the pitches. He had them all. Off the plate, off speed stuff. Look at that. That's the best changeup he's had all year long. Gas in, pair of shoes. Who was that? Machado. That was a big pitch. Once again, fastball in. Scope, he can't get there. Changeup away. Trumbo cannot get there. High gas. See ya. All this was set up. Just a great performance, punching everybody out.
Stanley, the official tools of the Boston Red Sox. So Hembree will come on and inherit a bases loaded situation. The final line on Eduardo has yet to be written. It all depends on what Hembree does here, but 110 pitches. And you know what he did? He did a great job on Machado and Scope, two very dangerous hitters. He combined to hold them to 0 for 6.
Yes, he made some quality pitches on them. I thought he was focused all day. I mean, he threw a lot of pitches, but he didn't walk anybody. I mean, that in itself, you throw 100-some pitches, you don't walk anybody.
Huge.
Well, he couldn't afford to. He gave up 9 hits and nothing hard. You know, a lot of base hits.
Sox getting them a little support too. 5 runs up there, but they're all loaded up for Mancini, who's gone 1 for 3 with a single. 2 down, 6th inning. Valencia at 3rd, Rickard at 2nd, Gentry after the base hit now on at 1st. Mancini 1 for 4 against Heath Hembree in his career. Red Sox pen was dynamite last night.
Careful first pitch.
Went after that first one at 94.
Oh yeah.
He loaded up, but he missed it. Nothing in 1.
Ready, get set, go. Trying to jump ship right here. Luckily, this ball's up out of the zone. Had something on it too. He's trying to leave Earth.
Adam Jones on deck. He's 3 for 3 today. Here's the 0-1. And popped him up. Sky high into right center field. And Betts creeping in. And Mookie there to make the catch. Good work by Hembree. They leave him loaded. 5-0 Boston in the middle of the 6th. Inning 5-0 Red Sox, and Jackie Bradley, the man who launched the rally in the 5th inning with a double and a run, will lead things off. Had to be a great feeling for JBJ to tag one as hard as he hit it. And we'll see if that is what gets him going. Mookie Betts on deck. He has a double. Benintendi will follow. He has a home run.
Better off laying off that ball upstairs. He can't get to it. Make them get the ball down.
2-0. And now ball 3. Wright came on to relieve young David Hess after 4 2/3 innings. He gave up the 5 runs and 3 homers. JD Martinez with a pair, and Benintendi with a blast, his 5th home run. 3-0. Taking all the way. Sox moving on to St. Petersburg, Florida. Tuesday will be the next game after today. Monday a day off. And he walked him. So Jackie Bradley aboard for the 2nd consecutive time. MLB at Bat is your #1 Red Sox app. You can customize your experience to catch every moment. Get Red Sox home screen icons and more. Download MLB at Bat today. And let's go to Guerin.
OB, Jackie Bradley Jr. has been putting in a lot of work taking early BP. I was talking with hitting coach Tim Hires, and he said Bradley's been focusing on getting his lower half under him. That way he can swing when he wants to instead of rushing to the ball and just creating a cleaner path. Hires said these stretches are always tough, but Bradley's been working, he's been grinding, and they're confident he'll get through it, guys.
A big double there in the 5th inning. So their work paid off there. Mookie Betts now. Mookie 1 for 3. And he was aiming for Lansdowne. Tim Hires is a great guy. When you put him on camera and you ask him a question about why this is happening, why X, Y, and Z is happening, he's tremendous at explaining it.
Yeah, to us that don't know what he's talking about. You know, how to do it.
Highly articulate.
Right.
On the art of hitting. Very helpful.
It's always about a base, you know, that comes from a base. It's not about your hands and all. It's about a solid base.
Popped him up into short right. Plenty of time for Rickard creeping in on this. 1 gone. Time now for a game break, brought to you by Jordan's, the furniture store of the Boston Red Sox. Here's Adam Pellerin. Adam, thank you very much. Benintendi will climb in. A home run last time up on a 2-run taser shot into the bullpen. He's 1 for 3, hitting .276 now. We had just a couple of sprinkles last half inning. But nothing followed that. Last night it was misty all night in the Red Sox win.
I'll let you know if I feel something.
Please do.
Okay. Let's see this home run again, huh? Look at this swing. I love his swing. Love his swing. Wonder how many times he's going to do that this year. He was sitting on 1 home run for a long time, and that was number 5.
One down. Jackie Bradley getting the lead. There's a line shot into right field. Bradley taking off for 3rd. Rickard will scoop that. Benintendi. He is swinging at Shillelagh.
He's getting hot, isn't he?
He has been carving it up for a couple of weeks now.
And he, you know, you can't throw a ball fast enough for him. You know, he loves that fast. He's quick in there. That ball's upstairs too. He just whistles that ball into right field. Jackie takes 3rd.
But if you're a coach of a young left-handed hitter or several of them, why don't you just take a video of Andrew Benintendi and say, try to do this?
I don't know. You're born with that swing.
Yeah,
it's
that might be
perfect.
unfair, right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
I don't know.
It really is. That short swing.
And there's something about a lefty swing
that's prettier.
I mean, whoever had a more beautiful swing than Ted Williams, but
that was a longer one.
A little bit longer. This guy's a little shorter for the ball, but wow.
Freddie Lynn had a nice stroke.
Freddie Lynn had a beautiful swing.
Yeah.
A lot of left-handers.
Yeah.
It just looks better.
Mo Vaughn had an ugly swing. Mo, remember? He muscled everything. It looked like.
Hit it hard, though.
He looked like he'd get jammed and he'd hit it out.
Oh, yeah. Moreland will pop this one to sky high to third. Valencia will come on in and make the play. So 2 down. Mitch on today 1 for 4 with a double. He contributed in that 5th inning with a 2-base hit and a run, and that'll send up JD Martinez with runners at first and third. He's already had a major day.
Here he comes.
2 home runs, 3 RBIs here this afternoon. The last one went 420 over the triangle. He has 15. He has pulled even with Mookie Betts for Major League high honors.
Trying to think what makes him so tough. Obviously the kind of power, opposite field power. Guys that stay on the baseball, let it get deep, see it a little longer.
Well, he says he's a self-made hitter. Line drive and caught by Valencia. That'll retire the side. A couple of men left for the Red Sox on top 5-0. To helping people lead tobacco-free lives. You can learn more at cbshealth.com/be-the-first. 5-0 Sox as we go to the 7th inning. Dennis Eckersley, Dave O'Brien, and Garrett Austin. Jerry Remy back at the microphone on Tuesday. Remdog back to work as the Sox will take on the Rays inside the Trop. So Hembree into his 2nd inning, trying to silence Adam Jones, who's had a very good day, 3 for 3. And Machado and then Scope. Tough part of the order. What do you think about Adam Jones now? At this point in his career, he's about to become a free agent. Still has several good years, you would think, in him.
You know, he's a solid player. You know, a guy with what, 20 home runs, 80 RBIs type guy, right?
Yeah, Gold Glove caliber D's, won several of those.
Plays hard every day, goes down the line. I mean, kind of player you want to have on your club. You know, a good teammate. You just don't know what kind of money he's after and what money's going to be out there.
Well, after last spring, it's a great question.
Yeah.
In Major League Baseball, I mean, what a contract's going to look like from now on.
I mean, he's probably looking for 20 a year times probably 4 or 5 years. I don't think it's going to be there.
Pop that one foul out of play. 1 and 2.
I mean, clubs are going to say they can do without. They're not going to win it necessarily, and he's not going to put them over the top.
I think it'd be a good fit on a club that's about to win.
Exactly.
You know,
a good club that's one, you know, just short in that one area.
Right.
So it's got to be a perfect fit.
1-2. He went chasing. He strikes out. One man gone. Machado next. So the Red Sox pitching staff has struck out 8 today with 1 away in the 7th inning, and Machado is one of those. He was caught looking by Rodriguez in the 5th inning. Eduardo Rodriguez in line for the win.
Very casual guy, isn't he? Nonchalant the way he goes about everything. Yeah, as compared to, say, JD Martinez as he gets into the box, you know.
Right, which is full throttle intensity.
Right, see what I mean? He's just sort of just trying to be relaxed.
The results are very similar, aren't they?
Yes.
How they get there, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Erod made him have just a pair of shoes last time up. This was a great pitch to finish him off, but he threw him everything. That's when he got him out with a changeup. Second time up, another changeup. And the third time up, he's thinking about changeup. Fastball in. See ya.
I'm overdue to ask the question. With one down here and flick foul. Pair of shoes now.
Pair of shoes means you're frozen. You know what I mean? Think about it.
You're frozen?
That's it. There's just a pair of shoes.
So you're just a pair of shoes sitting
That's
there.
it. The end.
Okay.
Right.
I should have asked that yesterday.
Yeah. I think I just brought that out recently.
I like it.
Yeah. Isn't that pair of shoes? Which. You know,
I like it better now that I know what it means.
Okay. Good.
You know, I kind of assumed
that
that's what it was.
You
but
got caught looking.
Right. And you're just right there. Off the glove. Deflected to Devers. And no play for him. So Machado will be on for the first time today. That'll be a base hit.
But I kind of like that pair of shoes.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Can I steal that now?
You can have it. It's all yours.
I'm gonna borrow it.
Yes. You could use it anytime you want. Because it happens a lot. You think about it. Meanwhile, off of, oh, this is the pair of shoes. He looked down at his pair of shoes is what he did.
Well, could infer that too. Yeah. That's what that means.
Whatever.
Yeah, consider that stolen, Eric.
Yes, you got it.
Scope the batter. He's 0 for 3. A couple of strikeouts. Sox had 5-0. Hits are even though at 10. And popped it up. That'll be back on top of the netting.
I don't know where this club is. You know they punch out a lot because that's who they are. They go deep and they punch out a lot, but they don't walk. They're in last place on base percentage. They're like under 300, which says they're not walking.
No, they're up there to hack.
Yes.
And hit home runs. That was how they won a few years ago.
Yes.
They beat you to death with the 3-run homer. Swings like that. Scope's a really fine hitter. Not having a very good year, hitting .229.
Looking for mistakes.
But the #1 mistake hitter, I think, in a game today, has got to be Mookie Betts. If you make the slightest mistake, he will hit it out of the ballpark.
I mean, careful with your fastball with him. It's crazy. See you later.
Scope down hacking. Second K in the inning for Hembry.
Just don't throw strikes. Just do not throw strikes.
So 2 gone. Trumbull will climb in next. He's 1 for 3.
Just no big deal to punch out. That's all there is to it. It's not a big deal.
Is it difficult for guys who came from a certain era, yourself, Remdog's one of those guys too, to look at all the strikeouts today, record highs, and not go, oh my, I mean, why so many strikeouts?
Well, as a pitcher, I think that it used to be more difficult to strike guys out. So therefore, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from the pitchers today because I sound like the old geezer again. You know what I mean? In our day, it was tough to strike guys out, but it was. It meant something to strike out a guy, you know, 9 per 9 innings, right? A strikeout an inning was hard to do. Now you're seeing starting pitchers. We've got, if you look at what's going on with the strikeouts, there's about 4 or 5 guys on pace to strike out 300 guys. Yeah, and great pitchers, you know, Scherzer and company and Sale and all these guys.
Who would have been great in any era.
Oh, sure. But, you know, wait a minute. They're 5 or 6 on pace for 300. Now, there's going to be these guys strike out 200 guys, but they don't get enough innings.
Right.
You know,
I know what you're saying.
But you know what I'm saying.
And I also look at someone like Chris Sale and I go, in any era,
he'd be awesome.
He would have had 300
Absolutely.
strikeouts.
But I see guys with strikeouts that aren't strikeout pitchers, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, another strikeout perhaps here for Hembry. Trying to put away Trumbo. Overthrew that one, 2-2.
Oh, he's going to tear his arm off trying to catch that thing. This is a tough catch right here, isn't it? He wanted up, but not like that. The ball was by him.
Very quick reactions there by Vasquez.
A rotator cuff problem on that.
2-2. Popped him up at first base, Moreland. And Mitch behind the bag to make the catch. 1 hit, 1 man left. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Toyota's official website for deals, buyatoyota.com, by Sullivan Tire and Complete Auto Service, and by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Fans have had their 7th inning stretch. Red Sox leading 5-0. A couple of changes here for the Orioles defensively. Gentry moving over from left over to center field, and Jace Peterson down in the ball game in left field. And Devers to lead things off.
Think he'll swing at the first pitch?
I think if it's close, he will.
Okay.
If he likes it. Does it frequently. Ooh. Takes an inside strike, maybe off the plate.
Well, he's never faced right, I assume.
He has walked, flied out, grounded out. 0 for 2 today. Nunez on deck. And then Brock Holt, who has a pair of hits. J.D. Martinez with 2 home runs. Andrew Benintendi has 1. And the rain really starting to fall now as that's fouled away. For the first time today it's come down like this. And a lot of fans heading for cover.
Yeah, but it's not dark enough. It'll be all right. We'll be okay.
Okay. 1-2 foul back. Just a passing shower, you think?
Yeah, as long as the wind doesn't change and come whipping in here, we're good to go.
Heck will be along with a 5-day in a moment, right after sports. And right with a 1-2. Checking the skies above. Bottom of the 7th, and the 1-2 coming. And he popped that one up around third base. Valencia. 1 away, and Devers 0 for 3 today. Bobby Pointer starting to get going in the bullpen. Heath Embry's looked good out of the bullpen today. Bullpen was great last night for Boston. 3 perfect innings. Greg Kimbrell pinning it down for the save.
Yeah, Barnes looked good last night. Couple punch outs.
Lofted to right. Rickard in a bit. 2 up, 2 down. And Joe Kelly was sensational. Well, here's that passing shower you were talking about on the radar.
Right.
Moving very quickly. Boston 25, our thanks.
Green means nothing, right? It's the yellow.
It's the yellow, and it's the orange or the red there. That,
okay.
Yeah, we're getting out of the way, man. I don't like the green either, but the other stuff is
right.
I'm ducking for cover. Brock Holt 2 for 3 with 2 singles.
Well, it didn't look good come Friday night looking at the weekend, did it? I mean, here we sit on Sunday going, all right.
Guy thought there was a chance the Red Sox would only play 1 game over the weekend as Brock has to dance out of the way. He's gone 2 for 3, 2 singles today. Hitting .329.
Surprised Brock hasn't played more second base, really, since he got hot.
Is it short today? Giving Xander Bogaerts today. Yep.
That's a good idea. Tampa used to have that turf, right? Now they have it's soft.
It's a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah.
Still not great.
How about Toronto? Is it still bad? I mean, is it better than it was years ago? Remember, because they had so many people come up with bad backs.
Used to be horrible.
Yeah, you go in there for 3 days, and then everybody pulls up the next couple days.
But turf is turf, right?
Yeah.
3-1. And he takes ball 4. So Brock Holt aboard for the 3rd time. With 2 down, and Vasquez will be next. Red Sox with a 5-0 lead. He got 4 of those in the 5th inning to chase David Hess, the starter. Wright's been on since. And on Tuesday night, it'll be Chris Sale going after his 5th win. David Price will pitch on Wednesday. The Red Sox have not announced a Thursday starter.
Who's up for that? Is that Pomerantz's slot?
It'll be Pomerantz's slot.
Yeah, you wonder what they're thinking there.
Line shot, base hit. Vasquez joining the hit parade. Holt around second. He's on his way to third as the throw is cut off. So they're on the corners with 2 down in the raindrops.
Don't you just love that first to third? Love it. Like action. Love action. It's a good sign there by Vasquez too. That's his patented line drive to right field. Hope doesn't skip a beat.
2-out single brings up Jackie Bradley. Red Sox catchers are beginning to get a little more offense here last few days.
Yeah, they need it. They
it's a
need
very
it.
good sign. Rain coming down a little bit harder now as Jackie Bradley gets in. He has doubled and scored and taken ball 4 today. He triggered the rally in the 5th inning as the leadoff hitter.
There's that spot again, huh? Right there.
Sox have out hit Baltimore 11-10. 2 on 2 out, and he checked his swing. The Red Sox will be home quickly enough. That's a 3-game series at Tropicana Field, and then back here at Fenway on May 25th against the Atlanta Braves, who are playing very good baseball. They have a half-game lead in the NL East over Philadelphia.
Philly's a surprise too.
Remember how badly they started?
Yeah.
They wanted to get rid of Gabe Kapler in about 3 minutes. Their new manager, of course, played for the Red Sox briefly, and they can't lose at home. In particular, 16-6 at home. He turned it around quickly. He made a lot of mistakes early. He didn't have a man warming up in the bullpen when he called for the bullpen once.
Yeah, he took a beating for that.
He's dug his way out of it, though. There's the 1-2.
Might as well lay off that thing. You can't get there.
Brock Holt at third. Christian Vasquez at first. Sox up 5-0, looking for more. Looking for a 2-out hit. Vasquez taken off, and he will strike him out. 2 men left. 5-0 Boston. Drive, 3 rows of seats. Love is now bigger than ever this spring. William Ravis Real Estate, the official realtor of the Boston Red Sox. And by Southwest Airlines, low fares, no hidden fees. That's transparency. Umpires once again consulting with the grounds crew here. But as X said, he guaranteed it. The shower would pass very quickly, and it has.
It did. It's not that tough.
Well, you're good too. You're good. You're good. Give yourself a tap on the shoulder. 5-0. Red Sox in command here. Bobby Pointer out of the pen. The young left-hander finished off the 8th inning of Tuesday's loss against Oakland. Recalled on May 15 from the Paw Sox for his 3rd stint this year at the major league level. And Bobby will get Valencia, Rickert, and Susac. We are on to the 8th inning. Orioles have had plenty of hits, but they have not been able to get the one to bring across a run. They have 10 hits.
This guy's a pain.
Valencia today 1 for 3 with a base hit. Several shutouts going on in baseball today. Oakland has a 9-0 lead on Toronto in the 8th inning. Yankees leading Kansas City 6-0 in the 7th. Red Sox ahead here 5-0 in the 8th inning.
Can't shake those Yankees. That time we lose, they lose.
And that doesn't happen very often.
No.
When both the Red Sox and the Yankees lose on the same day.
Well, they're supposed to win with Kansas City.
0-2 coming to Valencia. The Sox win this one today, and they are 20-9 against the division. Outstanding start against the American League East. And more with Tampa Bay coming up starting Tuesday. Two and 2 on Valencia. He's got a little pop now. He's hit 5 home runs. Full count. Rickert on deck. And the 3-2. Sock to third. Devers steadies. On target for the out. One away in the 8th. Eduardo Rodriguez can win the ball game, and if he does, he'll improve to 4-1. 5 2/3. Did not allow a run. Struck out 7. Didn't walk anybody.
Well, you give up 9 hits over 5 2/3. That's a ton of hits, and I'm telling you, he pitched a great game. I mean, that says something. Because I tell you what, those hits, none of them really hit that hard.
None of them went for extra bases.
No. I mean,
it's fascinating to watch Eduardo too, and a couple of his best outings of the season came within a 3-start period against the Yankees in New York, where he's throwing 97 and just blazing away and drilling fastballs on the corner. And today he can go to the changeup and some of the other stuff and make that work.
It just goes to show you the quality of pitcher that he can be.
Yeah, he's got some great stuff. Line shot, base hit in center field. So Rickert is on with his 2nd hit. He's 2 for 4. So how about this one? I mean, the hits are dead even at 11 apiece, and yet Baltimore hasn't scored. Red Sox have
left the yard
3 times. JD Martinez twice, Andrew Benintendi once, and there are several doubles in there too. Susac 1 for 3 with a base hit. Also whiffed twice. One out base hit for Rickert, and that's fouled off the face mask. Right now, Tampa Bay is the hottest team in Major League Baseball. They have ripped off 6 in a row to get to 500.
And they're starting relievers to start the game. And what is that? Yeah, I still can't get over that.
Yeah, Sergio Romo, one of their top relief pitchers, has started or is going to start later on today when they face the Angels. Back-to-back games.
Punched out the side to start the game.
Floater down the left field line into the corner, but a foul ball.
I wonder how other managers. I mean, I hate to stick my neck out here and say that I think that's brutal, but you know, what's the read on that? What's the take on that? Starting a reliever to start the game, and you know you aren't going to pitch him 1 inning,
and then going to a starter,
and then go to a starter. I mean,
my understanding is that Tampa Bay has more guys working in their analytics department than any other 3 teams. I swear.
And they came up with this.
Oh-2 on the way, but you know, how critical can you really be of Tampa Bay? Because a lot of people thought they'd be about 19 games out of the race right now.
Wow.
You know, because of all the people they lost.
Yes.
Starting with Longoria last year when they traded him.
They've always been a little fascinating how they played better than I thought they ever were. I mean, it's early, so let me tell you that.
It is early.
Yeah, it's early. They're going to come. Water's going to reach its level over there at some point too.
It's not early for Baltimore.
No, Baltimore. I don't know.
Orioles 16.5 out at the moment. A lot of people wondering if they'll make a change.
They got to make a lot of changes. And this isn't an easy. This is a long problem they have here because everybody's leaving too at the end of the year.
Popped up mile high, foul off third. Devers trying to get under it. He is there for the catch. 2 gone. Gentry, the number 9 batter, will be next. So Pointer gets his second out. We are in the 8th inning. Sox ahead 5-0. Boston with a run in the 2nd inning on a solo home run by JD Martinez, and then 4 runs in the 5th inning. Gentry 1 for 3, a single. Two down, 1 aboard. Up the middle and a line drive over Nunez for a base hit. Up to second base is Rickert. So Gentry has his 2nd knock today. Just one of those really strange games to watch because Baltimore has now out-hit the Red Sox. But it's 5-0 Boston.
Yeah, we're working on the record for the most hits in a shutout.
So they have 12 hits, and every one of them is a single.
Right.
So there's your answer.
Yeah, the fact they haven't walked, and that's, you know, still 12 hits with a ball club that leaves the yard.
Mancini's 1 for 4. Well, the bottom of the 8th inning, it'll be Betts, Benintendi, and Moreland due up. And then JD Martinez, if anyone should reach. One 0 on the way. Chopper foul. Red Sox coming home on the 25th of May. Next Friday against Atlanta and then Toronto. As Matt Barnes is now warming in the pen. And the Red Sox will go to Houston. That'll be for a 4-game series against the defending world champs.
That ought to be good.
That gets us into June. It's coming. Knocked down by Pointer. He scuffles to get it back and will lob too high. And he got it there in time. That was near disaster, but Moreland able to make the play and get to the bag. Still 5-0. Lead it off. The Red Sox with a 5-0 lead over the Orioles. And closing in on taking 3 out of 4 from Baltimore. Before moving on to face the Rays at the Trop on Tuesday. Peterson, the new left fielder as of last inning. Did a little housekeeping there. We're ready to get back to baseball. It'll be Benintendi and Moreland to follow against Wright. Mookie today 1 for 4 with a double. Came into the afternoon leading the major leagues in daytime batting average among many categories, but .514 in the daytime. Started the afternoon leading the big leagues in batting average, home runs, doubles, extra base hits, runs scored, on base percentage, slugging percentage, and OPS.
The challenge is to find something that he's like over something and something. And there's not a situation that he hasn't thrived in, to say the least.
Offensively, defensively.
He's still got that thing around his neck though too, huh?
The young fan gave it to him in spring training, that particular necklace.
Man, he'll never take that off.
No, and now he should start marketing those.
Yes.
It's not expensive. It's obviously, you know,
yeah,
not a big ticket item, but he loves it.
Yeah, I noticed that thing a long time ago.
Yep. Young fan came up to him spring training, said, "Would you wear it?" And he said, "Yep."
Huh.
3-1 is outside for ball 4, so Mookie is on. Here in the last half of the 8th inning, and Benintendi will climb in next. He's had an excellent day with a home run and a base hit. Yeah, it's Fenway Park. It's only a 5-0 game, so it's not like Mookie Betts is going to be glued to first base necessarily. Doesn't have to feel that way.
No, I don't think he's going to run though. But it's not out of the question. It's only 5-0.
Yep. Not running right away anyway, and it's in there for a called strike. Moreland on deck.
I don't like him running and diving.
You don't like the dive?
I don't like that dive. It scares me. You know? And he dives every time he goes to try to steal a bag.
Most guys do.
Yeah. I know he's got that glove on, whatever that is.
I'm thinking he might go. Cespedes earlier in the season, it was hilarious. He went diving into second base wearing like a $125,000 diamond necklace, and it exploded. And diamonds went everywhere on the diamond.
You got to think, time out, man. I got to get my diamonds, man.
He tried to get him. Fouled back 0-2.
I used to wear a chain. Remember, chains were popular back in the day. You know, 70s, I don't know, 80s, whatever. And I always had to wear a turtleneck because that thing kept jumping up and hitting me in my tooth. You know, I had a little medallion and it kept hitting me in my mouth every time I threw. Like, stupid. You got, you know, take the thing off.
You guys are such creatures of habit, and that's what that's all about, right?
I guess.
And I remember seeing pictures of you in turtlenecks, come to think of it. And that was the reason why?
Just to stuff it. So it's
a place to put it, yeah.
But what if it's hot, man? Like,
well, what happened when it was hot?
I forget. I just, all I know is I remember that, how dumb that was. You know, chip my tooth on a medallion.
Chains remain very popular. 1-2 on the way. And another base hit as he goes the other way and serves it to left, and he's 3 for 5.
Boy, is he feeling it? Oh my goodness. You're talking about, I'll take my hit to left, I'll go bridge to right. I mean, this is beautiful. Look at this stroke. Ball's down and away, going down. He just stays right on it. Take your hit. You know, he already got his dinger today. Might as well just get another hit.
11 for his last 23. And so a pitching change. Araujo coming on, the right-hander for Baltimore, with Moreland about to step up. We will take the break. Red Sox pressing for more runs ahead, 5-0 at Fenway.
Because no matter where you serve or when you served, we stand ready to serve all military families.
Nobody out, and Pedro Araujo is allowed at least 1 run in 5 consecutive outings. Will come on here to face Mitch Moreland, who has doubled, popped up, struck out, and grounded out. 1 for 4. He has 2 men aboard and good speed on the bases.
Guess what? This kid's got 95 plus. What new?
Mookie Betts took a walk to begin the bottom of the 8th inning. Benintendi just singled to left for his 3rd hit. Sox with 12 hits, Orioles with 12. Nobody out. Fouled away, 0-2. This Red Sox team has now hit more home runs than any team in Red Sox history through the first 47 games. After the 3 blasts today. 2 of those by the man on deck, J.D. Martinez, here this afternoon.
See that gas there? Only 93. Looked harder than that as he takes a seat.
Moreland strikes out for the first out in the inning, and Martinez will climb in next.
It was a nice day here from Martinez. Didn't seem like much. A fly ball, right field, right down the line. Ball's gone. This one was a monster shot. Triangle piece, 420 gone. Whoa. You jump up and down after that one.
Getting a hug from Brock Holt. That's become their celebration. Celebrating a lot lately. 15 home runs for Martinez to tie for the major league lead with Mookie Betts.
2 home runs, a walk, and a bullet to the third baseman last time up. His exit velocity, he's all over it.
He's got a chance to really add on too to what's been a big day. 3 RBIs. 1 down. And through there for a strike. It's 0-2. Not overly thrilled with the call from Nick Lentz. Well, you guys nailed it on the weather. You said it was a quick moving shower. That's all it was.
Yeah.
I'll never doubt you again. Little ground ball and just outside the bag for a foul. He got jammed big time, but almost turned it into something.
Boy, hit a couple doubles the other day just like that. He hit him harder than that, but stays so inside the baseball and lets it get deep. This is a changeup. Look at that thing moving in on him. Gets it on the label.
0-2. Betts and Benintendi aboard with 1 down. And he left it outside. 95 but wide.
I wonder how big his bat is that he uses, how heavy it is. The way that he drives balls.
Araujo with a 1-2. And he struck him out with something soft, an 85-mile-an-hour slider.
Yeah, that was a perfect pitch there by Araujo. Yahoo Araujo slider right here, huh?
Back-to-back Ks. Brian Johnson loosening in the bullpen. They'll be the next man in. Red Sox on top 5-0 here on getaway day. So if the Red Sox do win this, they're going to be 14-1 in the last game of a series. Devers has gone 0 for 3 with a walk. He has 1 at bat against Araujo, and he does have a base hit. First and second, 2 gone, and the sun has returned here at Fenway. And the 1-0. Fouled off the catcher.
Ball going down and away. A little change up I take, I suppose. A little foul tip off his foot.
Susac to shake that off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nunez would hit next. Mookie Betts with a walk. Benintendi with a base hit, but then back-to-back Ks. Trying to get him to chase something away. 2-1. Sox got 4 in the 5th inning on a double by Jackie Bradley, 2-run homer by Andrew Benintendi. Mitch Moreland doubled. JD Martinez cracked a 2-run shot. Red Sox sent 9 men to hit. Here's the 2-1. Good count now for Rafael Devers. Runners will lead at first and second with 2 gone. We are in the 8th. It was not a strike, and a count 3-2.
How dare he throw a changeup 3-1 like that?
All filled up now on Devers. The runners will be taken off here with the pitch. And Araujo from the stretch. Betts from second, Benintendi from first. There they go, and he struck him out. 3 consecutive Ks to retire the side. We go to the 9th, 5-0.
Change.
Red Sox trying to nail down a shutout here with a 5-0 lead on Baltimore. Brian Johnson out of the bullpen trying to put the finishing touches on it. Jace Peterson about to lead things off here in the 9th. Get his first at bat of the day. Johnson finishing off Tuesday's game against Oakland with a perfect 9th inning. Peterson just a 185 hitter, no homers, 7 runs batted in. Hitting in what was Adam Jones' spot. He had 3 hits today. All of those singles, and every hit on the board today for Baltimore, all 12 of them are singles.
Yeah, for the Orioles, that's unheard of. Club that leads the league in home runs most of the time, right at the top.
Well, the Red Sox have kept them from the big hit, and that's across for a strike. That's turning into a lovely late afternoon. Now that the light rain has come and gone, here comes the 1-2 from the lefty. The win would go to another left-hander, Eduardo Rodriguez, who went 5 2/3. Had some great stuff today. Tremendous changeup.
Great changeup.
Didn't walk anybody.
Scattered 9 singles. There's a talent to scattering that many hits.
1-2. Line drive and fair ball. Rolling down the line. Betts over near the pesky pole. Takes a bounce back to him. It's going to be a double. So Peterson with their first extra base hit today. Our game summary brought to you by Xfinity. So Erod 5 2/3, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Benintendi and Martinez with big days at the plate. Brock Holt also with a nice day, 2 hits. Mookie Betts a double and a walk. Jackie Bradley with a key double in that 4-run 5th inning. So Machado has gone 1 for 4 with an infield hit. He's also struck out. Hard hit down to Scoop, and Moreland has to outrace him to the bag. He dives in and gets him safely into third. Peterson, but that's the first out in the 9th.
Everybody's playing him to pull, and here's Moreland just hanging out over there, and he hits a bullet right at him. Look at this shift, and he just finds Moreland. Couple hopper. He knows he's got to get on his horse there. A little dive.
One away. Scope will be the hitter. He's gone 0 for 4, 2 strikeouts. Sox up 5-0 in the 9th. Johnson here with a slip, so never could get there. So Moreland had to do it.
He would have had a good excuse not being there, that's for sure.
Indeed. So man down at third, and it's rolled foul. Keith Hembree's pitched today. Bobby Pointer, Brian Johnson. Sox bullpen has been very tough these last couple of days in particular. Here comes the 1-1. And it's in there for a strike. Curveball to get ahead, 1-2. Crowd today 35,550. About to bid the Red Sox goodbye for a few days anyway. On the way to the Trop. One-two coming. Even up on Scope. Trumbo on deck.
Trying to save this shutout is what he's trying to do.
Two from Johnson. Good block there by Vasquez, but a full count. Victory would put the Red Sox at 32-15, headed for Tampa Bay. Now Peterson at third, the only man to have an extra base hit today out of their 13 hits. Scope being real pesky. They have one more hit than the Sox do. And the payoff pitch to Scope. He's their cleanup man today.
instant replay about 4 times on that curveball.
Red Sox with a number of hitting stars today. Top of the list, JD Martinez. 2 home runs. Here's the 3-2. Again rattled foul, and a lengthy at bat here in the 9th inning. Andrew Benintendi with a blast as well. 3 hits for him today, 3 for 5. Well, Johnson trying to finish off this batter and popped him up. Out goes Nunez. Says he's going to be called off now by Jackie Bradley. He's got it. And a runner holding. Oh. And the throw gets through, but it's backed up by Johnson. So 2 down. And Trumbo is next.
Jackie didn't just toss this ball in from center field. Well, I guess he did toss it. Must have been a bad hop. I was going to blame it on the wet grass, but he just whipped it.
Left-hander did a good job to back it up. Trumbo is 1 for 4 with a base hit. Red Sox trying to make him the last man to swing today here in the 9th inning.
We've been looking for this dude all day.
Red Sox an out away from taking 3 out of 4 from the Orioles and taking care of business there. Through there for a strike. 1-1, 2 down, a man at third. The victory would leave the Red Sox at 20-9 against the American League East. It's also taking care of business. Socked down the left field line, but a foul ball that caroms out, and it's 1-2. So Johnson and the Red Sox are a strike away from a win. Just in case, Kimbrel beginning to warm up in the bullpen. 2 down. 1-2.
Yes, he did.
Did he offer? He did not. First base ump Marquez says no. 2-2. Peterson at third. Johnson trying to end it right here, the 2-2 home. And in there for strike 3. The strikeout ends it. He froze Trumbo. And the Red Sox complete the shutout 5-0. And Adam wind up taking 3 out of 4 from the Orioles. Now it is on to Tampa Bay.
13 hitter.